In the Bible, the creation narrative in Genesis offers potential clues. Genesis 1:26-27 states, "Then God said, 'Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth.' So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them." This passage indicates a collective creation of humankind, suggesting the presence of multiple individuals created at once, rather than a single pair. In Genesis 2:7, a more specific account is given. "And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being." This man, later named Adam, appears to be a unique creation event, separate from the general creation of humanity in the previous chapter. This differentiation has led some scholars to propose that the first chapter describes a broader creation event, involving beings other than Adam and Eve. Moreover, Genesis 1:28 states, "And God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth." The instruction to replenish the earth suggests that the earth was previously inhabited, hinting at a prior civilization before the creation of Adam and Eve. The story of Cain provides further evidence. After killing his brother Abel, Cain expresses fear of retribution from others. "And Cain said to the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Surely you have driven me out this day from the face of the ground. I shall be hidden from your face. I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond on the earth, and it will happen that anyone who finds me will kill me." Genesis 4:13-14. This implies the existence of other people besides Adam, Eve, and their immediate offspring. Genesis 4:16-17 states, "Then Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Enoch. And he built a city, and called the name of the city after the name of his son, Enoch." Cain's finding a wife and founding a city suggests a population that predates or exists concurrently with Adam and Eve's family. Adding to this, Genesis 5:3-4 further complicates the notion of Cain's wife being his sister. "And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, and after his image, and called his name Seth. And the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years, and he begat sons and daughters." This implies that Adam had no other children until after Cain's banishment, debunking the idea that Cain married a sister and suggesting that other people existed for Cain to marry. Islam also provides potential support for the pre-Adamite theory. Early Islamic beliefs often held that mankind succeeded other intelligent creatures such as jinn and hin. Medieval Muslim traditions referred to the jinn as pre-Adamites, depicted as human-like in various ways. While the idea of jinn as pre-Adamites was widely accepted, the notion of other humans living before Adam was more controversial. From the mid-9th century onward, some Islamic scholars propose that God created several Adams, each presiding over an era lasting around 50,000 years. Although many regarded this concept as heretical, it was accepted by Ismailis and some Sufis. The book Nabatean Agriculture, written or translated by Ibn Washiyya in 904, further supports the pre-Adamite theory. It collates texts about the activities and beliefs of Arabic groups such as the Nabateans in defense of Babylonian culture against Islam. The book discusses the idea that people lived before Adam, that he had parents, and that he came from India. It proposes that Adam was the father of an agricultural civilization, rather than the father of the entire human race. The Quran mentions various peoples and civilizations predating Adam, such as the Ad and the Tamud. These references hint at a broader human history, aligning with the pre-Adamite hypothesis. From a scientific perspective, the fossil record indicates that various human-like species existed long before the estimated timeline of Adam, including Neanderthals and Homo erectus. While these findings align more closely with evolutionary theory than theological concepts, they offer tangential support to the idea of pre-Adamic beings. How does the presence of two different creation stories in Genesis, Genesis 1 and Genesis 2, influence your understanding of the potential existence of humans before Adam and Eve? What implications does this have for the pre-Adamite theory?